Mr. Chairman, Chairman Rubio, Ranking Member Menendez, Senator Shaheen, thank you for the opportunity to appear today to discuss the Colombia peace process and counter-narcotics efforts after the peace agreement. It is impossible not to celebrate the end of 50 years of armed conflict. In fact, the accord was facilitated by generous support from this Congress and the United States. Since the inception of Plan Colombia, homicides dropped by more than 50%, kidnappings by 90%, and until 2013, cocaine by 60%. Fueled by security success, foreign investment and economic growth boomed in Colombia. But as we celebrate the accord, we must not forget that one of the parties to the accord has been designated for years as a foreign terrorist organization and a drug trafficking organization. In fact, in the final 3 years of the negotiations, coca cultivation in Colombia grew 130%, and cocaine production more than 200%. I do not lay all of this at the FARC's feet. The government itself reduced eradication by ending aerial spraying in 2015. But the FARC was a key enabler of the cocaine explosion. They aggressively encouraged planting more coca in their regions of influence, hoping to receive more economic assistance from the government. They established front groups to resist eradication and crop control efforts. They refused to assist law enforcement in bringing to justice drug trafficking organizations by providing evidence and information, and to this day, they decline to reveal their revenue and assets acquired during decades of criminal activity. We now have a crisis, not just in Colombia, but in the United States. I have visited Colombia twice in the past 2 months to address this crisis. In each visit, I acknowledged publicly that the Colombian police and armed forces have done a heroic job of interdiction. Their 2016 seizures grew 40% from the year before to more than 421 metric tons. But Colombia cannot interdict its way out of this problem, and we have discussed 6 steps we can take together to reverse the trends. First, a serious Colombian national strategy to address the crisis. Second, designating a national coordinator for a whole-of-government effort. President Santos wisely placed his vice president in charge of this effort. Third, an expanded and robust budget for counter-narcotics. Fourth, enhanced eradication efforts, including areas previously off-limits to forced eradication. Fifth, a strategy to deal with the political realities of coca growers' protests driving away eradicators. And sixth, a commitment to continue to use extradition as a tool against those involved in drug trafficking. Mr. Chairman, members of the subcommittee, eradication has picked up in 2017. I am moderately optimistic that this year will cap the increase in Colombian cocaine production and maybe begin a downward trend line. It is in the national interest of neither country that Colombia continue its surge in coca and cocaine production. I believe we will solve this latest drug crisis because we are close partners and friends for more than 17 years. But we have a long way to go, and the FARC has not made it easy for us. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I look forward to your questions and your comments.